When I was in seminary, we translated a lot of the New Testament Greek into English. Greek was a very easy language for me to learn, a lot like Spanish. It was an Indo-European language with certain types of endings for male and female, or masculine and feminine, and it followed all the rules. Hebrew was a whole different thing, but I loved Greek. And I got A's in Greek. But the book we translated was Philippians. And I happen to really like Philippians because Paul is in prison when he writes this book. And he says, count all things joy. And he says, I'll say it again, count all things joy. Even from prison, Paul reminds us that we are a blessed people and that joy is a commodity not shaped by our surroundings, but shaped by the Christ that is within us. And in fact, Paul in Philippians chapter 3, verses 12 through 14 will give us three statements that I think help us to focus on our faith and life in Christ. The first is, he says, I forget what is behind. Sometimes it's hard to do, isn't it? We get stuck in the past. We remember the mistakes we made so much more often than the victories that we've celebrated. Paul says all those things that are in the past stay in the past. Paul, when he was a Pharisee and a practicing Jew, had persecuted the church. He had arrested people, and he had put them in prison. He had them tortured and perhaps even killed. Anybody who had bad memories of the past, it was Paul. But he says, I forget those things because God has forgiven me. The second statement he makes is, I press on. United Methodists believe that discipleship and faith have a purpose, a direction, an energy, a dynamic, an enthusiasm. We're not just sitting there like a rock on the grass. We're moving forward. And if we're not moving forward, we're certainly not staying still, but we're falling back. Paul says that with all the energy he has, with the gusto and joy of our faith, he presses on to follow Christ. And he identifies the third comment, our goal, to reach the prize, the high call of Christ's upward love. It calls us to be greater and more than we have ever been before. And I think Paul's advice is good for us. Number one, if we reverse the order, keep our eyes on the prize. The prize is that upward call. Number two, press on. Don't give up. Keep going. Even in difficult times, keep your faith. Journey with Christ. And number three, forget the stuff that's behind. Nietzsche is right. We all need a long obedience in the same direction because the struggles and joys of life will come at us at various times in various places. But keep on going. Don't give up. And Paul says that if we continue and persevere, we will receive the prize. May God bless you.